That's on giant. Talk tough, we define it. Big blue blood, we align with. Turn the mic up loud, let us find it. That's on giant. Hot takes, you rewind it. Rumors run wild, we assign it. You want truth, come and find it.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on, Big Blue Nation? Sports fans all over the world. Welcome to That's On Giants. I'm your host, Shakes Montana, and I got the producer of the show today, LRP. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? Nothing much, brother. How you doing, my man? What's going on, Big Blue Nation? Giants fans, what's up? Peace,
What
peace.
it do? What it do?
Man,
And
here on That's On Giants, bro.
nah, that's what it is, man. Glad to be out here doing the show, man. But first and foremost, man, if you ain't catch a Shakedown Shenanigans show today, man, you're missing out. So go ahead and check that out. He dropped that early on today. So um, wherever, wherever, you know what I mean? The Shakedown 2.0, the Shakedown Shenanigans, SME, um, yeah, everybody else channel, you know what I'm saying? It's up on there, so please stay tuned and, well, really tune in. But yeah, check that out for the ball. But
Yeah,
man,
appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely check it out. Good time. Quick 25-minute in and out. Get the people the news, get the people the thoughts, and to talk my shit a little bit. You know what I mean? So
no doubt, as you
put your
should.
damn phones down while you're driving, people.
This guy, yeah, man. Alright, man, but yo, man, this is the episode where we talk about the draft grades, man. The rookie class, excuse me. Um, we also gonna take a look at some other things as well, man. But we're gonna take a look at this rookie class, grade them, how we feel about these bulls, things of that nature, man. Cause man, be honest with you, man, I loved every phase of the off season in the 2026. Whether you talk about uh, the 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 coaching process, coaching hiring. When you also talk about going into free agency, you know what I'm saying, and then the whole combine, the draft process, then the actual draft, and then even after the draft with the undrafted free agents, man, what we gonna talk about, man. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
man, I love every phase of this off season so far, man. It's telling me that Giant football is back. We done brought physicality back to this football team, and we're gonna be a hard nosed football team. And for me, that's all I ask for, and to make the playoffs.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. A lot of fun this past weekend. A lot of fun covering the draft, watching these guys go. A lot of dreams came true. You know, absolutely right, my brother. I'm super ecstatic for everything that they did thus far. Looking forward to the future.
Absolutely. And with the future, great segue, being this rookie class, man. So let's go ahead and look at the class here and grade them one by one, man. So I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna let you speak your piece on the player as well, but I'm gonna go one by one here, and we're gonna start off with Arvell Reese at number 5, Ohio State. Off-ball linebacker, edge rusher, man. Either one, whichever one you want him to be, he can be. And to me, didn't think this talent would be there at number 5. To me, the worst that he was going to get was 3. Uh, I didn't think he'll get past the Cardinals, and if he did, the Titans would just jump for joy and take him. But that did not happen. Arvell Reese landed right to us, man, right to our feet. Like we got the best defensive player in the draft. Whether you feel like me or you felt like other people, which for me, I felt like he was another Abdul Carter, but not really. Now, when you when we drafted him, I'm gonna really say this. Like, I was a little bit shocked at first because, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, it just depends on how we gonna use him. If we gonna use him as an off-ball linebacker that also can pass rush, like how the Cowboys was using Micah Parsons, then man, this is this is this is amazing, right? Um, so to me, and that's exactly what they explained, that that's how they're gonna use him. And if that's the case, man, this is a A plus for me. Now, if you just going to use him as a pass rusher, we got so many pass rushers. You know what I'm saying? That I'm like, come on now, where you going to fit him at? But if you're talking about using him as an off-ball linebacker, then hell yeah, man, this is amazing. And then, you
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? NASCAR packages and just blitzing him, Abdul Carter, Kayvon, Brian Burns, all these dudes coming at you in one play. Oh man, pause. But yeah, man, no, man, that's scary, man. That's scary. And then when I did some more research on him, because I did a lot of research on this kid, but when I looked at him even more after the draft, man, is he mean, dog? Like, he is mean. He is vicious. Like, he is trying to kill his opponent. His opponent must die.
Figuratively
Unalive, excuse
speaking,
me.
American.
Unalive on the YouTube. But
Yeah.
yes, his opponent must be unalived. So yeah, this pick for me is definitely an A plus, especially for the way they plan on using him.
I agree.
He said, I concur. I concur.
I agree. Nah, seriously though, I didn't expect for him to be there either. You know what I mean? So a lot of the shock was, oh snap. You know what I mean? Because even though they didn't pick him prior to, once we got up to the podium, we all originally thought that, hey, it'll just be Styles,
Hmm.
thinking that that was the guy that was highest on their board. But lo and behold, you know, um, but yeah, man, I'm super ecstatic for this pick. Glad that they got him, and he is. You're right, he's ferocious. The way they planning on using him alongside, and we're going to get to how these pieces fit and fall in a little later. I ain't gonna give that away, but I see the vision, and I love what John Harbaugh said. Um, to quiet the people out there that were starting to rumble about a certain wide receiver. So, shouts out to him for making it known early.
No, for sure. And you know, that defense, man, from when I started watching football back in 1990, aging myself, but you know what I'm saying, back in 1990, that's all I knew was defense, like pause, but you know what I'm saying, it's just hard nosed defense. LT, Carl Banks, you know what I mean, uh, Pepper Johnson, you know what I mean. That's why I'm so linebackers matter and everything, because this is what I was born into football with. You know what I mean? Pause. But I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what birthed me. You know what I mean? Like, as far as watching football, I was born into linebackers being like amazing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they got that guy too. Him, and wow. Like, it's just you. It don't stop with how many players that they have on this defense, and now it's back to that where you're like, oh my gosh, they got an Arvo Reese, they got an Abdul Carter, they got a Brian Burns, and it's like, my gosh, like, yes, and that is New York Giant football. So I'm ecstatic about this. All right, we're gonna move on to the 10th overall pick. The pick that we got from the Cincinnati Bengals, for Dexter Lawrence, man. And a lot of people was like, "Oh, yeah, I mean, we got to replace Dexter Lawrence with this pick, or You know what I mean? We gotta come away in this draft with it. You know what I mean? Somebody to replace Dexter Lawrence. And I said this in the draft um show. I was like, man, if you think that, then you're fooling yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody in this draft was going to be able to replace Dexter Lawrence, bro. You just gotta have guys that's going to be able to fulfill their roles. And so, speaking of fulfilling roles, Francis Noah, my son, CC as they call him. Now, to me, I watched this kid since he came in to Miami as a freshman, a 5-star recruit. You know what I'm saying? 5-star. All right. And I done watched this offensive line from the Miami Hurricanes be pure D trash. I mean, it was horrible. Okay, horrible. And trust me, I watched every game, and I was frustrated for years about this offensive line, and it was mirroring the New York Giants offensive line. So I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, I can't get no good offensive line play for shit for years. And when Francis Noah came into Miami as a freshman, 5-star recruit, soon as he stepped foot on that offensive line, it changed immediately. Okay? Immediately. He was the best right tackle in the nation as a freshman. Or one of the best, don't get me wrong. But one of the best right tackles in the nation as a freshman. Okay, change that whole offensive line around, and guess what they ended up with this year? They were top 5. That offensive line was top 5, and he was leading the pack. He was the best. Okay, so it tells you everything you need to know about this kid. Nasty, mauler, and he also is a protector. Like he said to Jaxson Dart, I'm willing to unalive for you. You understand what I'm saying? That's who he is. So to get that on this offensive line and complete this offensive line, boom, chest move, bam, we done. We done built a freaking wall, bro. We got AT. But even if AT go down, we got backups to fulfill. We got Runyon, who they love. I think he played for Harbaugh before in Runyon at Michigan. I think it was his brother. Bro, JMS getting better, but now he should be way better with coaching. You know what I'm saying? Noah, and then Illuminor, who you just paid big money to. And then the guys on the bench, that's, you know what I mean, Marcus Bowe, my guy, Evan Neal, Falele, you know what I mean, bum ass Falele. But we
Don't
got
you
all
start
these,
that shit.
he's a bum. But we got all this depth, bro, for this offensive line, which is now a strength, which was a weakness for damn near a decade. So I love this pick. A+ on this pick as well for me. That's what I'm going on, Francis. Noah, my son.
Absolutely. Hey, nothing wrong with it, bro. I agree with you 100%. You know, I want that offensive line for forever, you know. So
Yep. Even in
exactly
this
what I
process, no, we gotta go Jack. You was the only one really going banging the table for an offensive lineman in that first round. So I give it to
hell
you. You know,
yeah. I was like, shoot, we got an
I
extra 10, a free 10. Dude, you better use that joint to get an offensive lineman. You cannot go into this off season just with, you know what I mean, Andrew Thomas as the headliner. They needed another headliner.
and and I'm sorry if I'm talking a lot, but
Nah, go ahead, bro.
even
No
what
show.
makes this even better right, is that we can say this is the best off-ball linebacker or the best edge rusher in the draft. And then we can turn around and say this was the best offensive lineman, the best tackle in the draft. Even though I think who was picked before him, the kid from Proctor, right? Proctor was picked ahead of him, right? But even though this was the best offensive lineman, especially according to me in my draft board, best offensive lineman in the draft, best linebacker in the draft. I mean, come on, dude.
Oh no,
Yeah, I mean,
before Francis, I think it was Spencer for no.
was it for no? I don't think it was for no.
Wasn't for no? Let me look it up.
I think it was afterwards.
But go ahead, do
Had to,
your thing. I'm gonna look it up.
yeah. Look that up. But yeah, you know, like I said, man, to end up with the best off-ball linebacker or the best edge rusher, however you look at him, and then the best offensive lineman in the draft is just lights out, man. All right, and while he's looking up that, man, we're gonna look at the second round pick because for me,
Yeah, it was for
oh,
no.
it was for no. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
that
You are
was
right.
that was right before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And number 9,
Yep. To the
Cleveland.
Browns. What was it?
Cleveland.
Yep, to
Yep.
the Browns.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, but with this pick right here, right, all off season long,
With this
a
pick
lot of
right here.
yeah, this right here, this one right here. Um, I know Black Freezy kept pushing Kayvon off, and oh, we need to trade him so we can get extra third. And I'm like, no, man. I'm like, no. What we can do is we can trade back from the second round in the 37, and we can pick up an extra third. But there's other ways we can pick up an extra third, bro. We don't have to do that. We don't have to trade off Kayvon Thibodeau. Yo, yes, we do. Yeah, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So me and him with that back and forth. They don't do that at all. They don't trade back and none of that with this 37 pick. But what they did do is get another first rounder cornerback from Tennessee, Colton Hood. Now, when I watched this shit, man, because I watched McCoy, right? And then I was like, man, that dude is amazing. And shout outs to the Raiders, man, for getting amazing talent over there. But when I watched McCoy, I was like, this dude is amazing. Like, man, he could be the number one guy, like the number one corner. But he ain't playing damn near 2 years, right? But who stepped up in his place? It's
Who?
Colton Hood.
Ah, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Number one, lockdown. You know what I'm saying? Shut it down. This dude, well, I guess the theme is ferocious. Is that what we going with this draft class? Because again, ferocious, violent player, bro. You know what I'm
I like
saying?
ferocious. Goes up there with expeditiously.
Yeah, man. I mean, it seems like that's the theme of this draft class, man. Cause this guy's, man, he's physical, man. He's physical, and what I love about him, man, is that of course the ball skills, right? But it's like he gets his head around, which we knock on Deontay Banks for, right? He don't get his head around, so he doesn't see the ball coming to him. Pause. But this kid Colton Hood, his ball skills is crazy, and he turns his head around. Yeah, and he turns his head around, man. He's amazing at that shit, man. So when you turn your head around, and why I'm so adamant about it, because I play corner as well, is that um when you turn your head around, you can, get a little physical because you're also going for the ball. So me as a smaller guy, that was my advantage, right? I can use that and be physical. I can grab on the arm and all types of shit because I'm saying I'm going for the ball. So you're not gonna call it on me because I'm sitting there going for the ball just like he's going for the ball, right? It's a jump ball 50-50, you know what I mean? It's like going for a rebound. You dig what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
when you do that, you put yourself in a great position to make a play, an interception, or at very least not get called for a pass interference. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
key.
it's huge. It's huge, man. It's huge. So I love this pick by the Giants, man. Colton Hood. To me, it's another first rounder. Um, and I'm giving that an A. I'm giving it an A, man. I'm giving it an A.
All right. I agree.
He said, yeah. What he said. That boy
Yeah.
good. That boy good.
I tell you what, I was kind of triggered by that. I used to play cornerback and you got to stay on the person's hip and turn around looking for the ball, pause, and all that.
Yeah.
I was reminded of the time where 42-year-old me was out there with the youngins trying to teach them how to do some things during the stint of coaching.
Mm,
Man, damn near kneecap almost fell off. I mean, I
mm,
successfully broke up the pass because I'd be damned. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I'll be
right.
damned.
You ain't gonna
but
shoot me.
but
Mm-hmm.
after that, my day was over. I
Done.
ain't gonna hold you.
Shot.
I said,
Done.
and that's how you do it. Y'all go ahead and
Oh
run
yeah.
some laps.
Now don't bother me. Don't bother me. I showed y'all. Now,
Yeah.
now I gotta tell y'all twice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck that. We ain't doing that again. It was like,
You dig
oh,
what I'm
do it
saying?
again. Then they was like, do me,
Oh
coach.
no,
Like,
it's
nah,
over,
nope.
baby. It's
Nah,
over.
that's over.
It's over, baby. That's all I'm gonna show you. That's all I got for y'all.
That's a
Now
fact.
y'all imitate what I just did.
Blow,
And y'all
blow the
do it good.
whistle.
Y'all do it.
Oh,
Y'all do it good.
I ain't gonna hold
But yeah, man. Definitely. So I gave him an A plus for Arvell, gave him an A plus for Francis, and I gave him an A for Colton Hood. Let's move on to the third pick, man, because here's the pick that we were just talking about, man. We didn't have a third rounder, right? And so we was looking to go from 37 all the way down to like from to 105 or something like that. That was a long wait. Pause. Now here's the controversy here, because you was on the show, same difference was on the show, same had a big uh soliloquy, mantra, war cry, whatever you want to call it, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he
you.
was
He
like,
went
he was
crazy.
unhappy, right? He on a rant, right? He was unhappy because he's like, bro, make a move. Like, you should have made a move by now, which I agreed. Should have made a move, but they didn't. But it wasn't over yet. You know what I'm saying? You gotta trust the process, right? So the Giants then said, fuck a fourth, fuck a fifth round of pick, man. After this, after the third round, the talent kind of drops anyway, so fuck it, right? That's what they said. I'm just, yeah, I mean, from their actions, that's what they said. They said after the third round, no, after the fourth round, the talent drops expeditiously. I mean, yeah, third round, fourth round, whatever. So, and that it was like fuck the fourth, fuck the fifth. You know what I'm saying? Trade that shit away, and you know what? We'll give up the fourth next year as well. We just need to get past the Dolphins because rumor alert, the Dolphins was really high on Malachi Fields to the point that it left them scrambling after the Giants traded up and leapfrogged them to take Malachi Fields, that they then just drafted Caleb Douglas like, oh, okay, any wide receiver, just throw him, anybody. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't even ranked that high. So,
Ran out of time.
yeah, I mean, they was like, whoa, we weren't prepared. Like, we thought he was falling right to his post. But hey, that's you gotta be
Dolphins
prepared for
can't
these
be
things.
out there auto drafting
Yeah,
in real
man,
life.
you gotta have your plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, baby. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what we did. We leapfrogged the Dolphins, and we got our wide receiver that we coveted, what we liked, which we wanted on our football team. We wanted a big body receiver that will win the contested balls, pause. But you know what I'm saying? In the air, 50-50 balls, that guy should win. And that's what we need. And that's who Malachi Fields is. He is a guy that you throw the ball up. Just throw the ball up. Just throw the ball up, Jaxson. I got it. That's him. You ain't got to be that accurate. You ain't got to be on pinpoint. Just throw the damn ball up. I got it. That's Malachi Fields. Okay? One of the things that I said in the process of us talking about Odell Beckham Jr., I told y'all, we don't need Odell Beckham Jr. to be 2014 Odell Beckham Jr. If he comes onto this team, we don't need that Beckham.
You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We just need a guy that's going to give us first downs and touchdowns. Can you give us first downs and touchdowns? Because that's all you ask for a number 2 wide receiver.
My
We got
body
number
different.
1 wide receiver.
I'm breathing different. You understand what I'm saying? The doctor said I wasn't going to walk the scene. You understand what I'm saying? I'm out.
Can we give me a guy that will give me a first down when I need it or a touchdown in the red zone? And that is who Malachi Fields is. Great job by trading up. But that is, again, where the controversy is. Because some was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, same difference. Trade up, do something. We need to make a move here. Then some people was like, why give up a 4th and a 5th? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gave up a lot for Malachi Fields. But here's what I'm saying, telling y'all, even what I just said, from the first downs and the touchdowns and everything, this is a guy that they coveted. They wanted. And what is my motto when it comes to this draft or this draft process, period, no matter what year it is, if you got a guy that you covered, that's your guy, that's who you want, you don't wait till he falls in your lap like Miami. No. You go up and you get that dude. Because if you lose out, then you're assed out like Miami Dolphins was, and now you got to pick a Caleb Douglas who you wasn't even expecting to draft. So, I give this Malachi Fields pick a B+. You know what I'm saying? Only because gave up a lot for him, like 2 extra picks for him. But hey, if he comes out this draft as your starting number 2 wide receiver, I feel like it's well worth it. I believe.
Word. Talk to
What's your
him.
grade on it? Same?
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
B+.
B+.
Alright. So now we're going to move on to these 3 6s, pause, but, you know what I mean? Not even no pause, but, you know what I mean? Pray for me type shit, man. Gonna move on to these 3 6s. And first one of them being Bobby, Jameson, Travis. And I'm gonna admit to you, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even see this dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even see him, bro.
Oh yeah, neither have I.
You know what I mean?
Real.
But
Vanished from my whole memory bank.
nah, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the kid. But from what I'm hearing, and it's in the pudding, the proof is in the pudding, the stats is there, that he was ranked number 2 behind the Big Mac in the rush defense, according to how he did last year. So if that's the case, That's exactly what we needed. Somebody to stuff that run.
You know this, man.
You know what I'm saying? And for a 6th rounder, you ain't asking for this dude to come in and start. You know what I'm saying? You're asking for this dude to provide quality depth when you need him to do what he does best. We need you to stuff the run. Get in there, Bobby. I got it, coach. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need, dog. We don't need you to be the starter. We don't need you to be Big Dex Lawrence. No, we don't need none of that. We need you to provide depth, stuff to run, what you do best. So that's the case. And he got girth, pause. But, you know what I mean? 29 pounds, I think he was. Somebody fact check me. But, you know what I'm saying? He's over 300.
Even being able to have the ability to garner even the slightest of double teams is a win for this defense. Because what's coming after him and behind, you know what I mean? Behind him. I'm tired of saying that word, goddamn grown ass men.
Yeah, right. Pause, police, bro. But go ahead.
Yeah. All right, yeah, but you know what I mean? The individuals that's running from what he does and affects the offensive line is fantastic.
Nah,
Like
for
you
sure,
use
man.
every goddamn word in the dictionary just to
Nah,
make it
for sure. I
seem
know,
like you
I know,
understand.
bro. I swear, bro. But
God damn.
yeah, for them to occupy the, you know what I mean, blockers and let these dudes like Arvell Reese and Abdul Carter just bring, you know what I mean, bring the thunder. Pause, whatever you want to do. But yeah, just bring it, bro. And it this allows it, and he helps allow that. So yeah, man. To me, I give this.
Going up with it. Going down with it.
Yeah, for sure, man. I give this pick a C, man, just because, you know, from what I seen, it looks very good. Again, I didn't really evaluate this kid too much. But I think we went back after he was drafted, and it looked pretty good to me.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
So now we move on to the second 6th round pick, which was the first one was 186. This one was 192. And this pick is sneaky. It's a sneaky pick right here. It's a sneaky. J.C. Davis, offensive lineman, because he can play whatever, bro. He can play tackle, guard, and shit, man. If you ask him, he can play center for you. If you know what I mean, if that's what you need. If that's what, yeah, man. Yeah, right. What you need, boss? You know what I'm saying? That's him. You know what I'm saying? So, I like JC, man. I like Davis, man. I like JC Davis. Man. Especially because he's primarily where he's been at. So we needed depth there, and we got it. And so if he can make the team, and they talking about making him guard, so he running. So the nasty offense did when they got CC and they got JC. Oh shit, CC and JC. Okay. CC and JC Wines.
I love it when the plan comes together.
Right? Yeah, I'm saying. So yeah, I get this pick a B, man. This is a B. This is a B. This is a guy that can eventually be a starter, and that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I give this a strong letter grade 2 and a high. Only thing that would give me any pushback is the center from Indiana. was there. You know what I mean? As far as his footwork and technique and power, I may have felt like, I may have had an individual player that I felt that was higher.
Mhm.
But you know what I mean? I'll just leave it at that. But fair assessment.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gave a fair assessment.
no doubt. You know what I'm saying? I know you had your little late round gems that you didn't like. But yeah,
Yeah, and it was there
it's
too, bro.
guys who they like.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? It's guys who they like. And I like them too, pause. You know what I'm saying? I said that quick too. I was like, pause quickly. But yeah, JC Davis definitely a great pick, man. B. And the last pick, 193. Got your boy, man. Yeah, I know you was talking about him. I know you kind of predicted it. That or said that the Giants should look at him, and it's Jack Kelly from BYU, linebacker. Man,
Gotta
when you
get
look
that
at the
one.
tape, man, that boy is flying all over the field, man. He flying all
Ghost.
over the field, man. Yeah, I mean, Ghost Dog, what's going on? So,
What
Ghost.
a-
man,
Shouts out to Eater
to me,
Chosen. What's good, fam?
no doubt.
Oh,
Shout
they
out
must have won, huh?
to Ghost Dog. Shout out to the whole crew. But yeah, Jack Kelly, man, he's one of those guys, man, that we always talk about. Hard workers. Hard workers, man.
Don't put
You know
the
what I'm
hard
saying? And
working
you
on
need
Jack
those
Kelly. I
guys.
see what you're doing.
Yeah, man.
Don't do it.
On,
No, don't
on the
put the
real.
hard working on Jack Kelly, bro.
No,
Don't do
man,
it.
I got you, bro. I got you because this dude is, and the reason why I'm so adamant about these
Hey, yo,
hard
hey,
workers,
Nick.
you need those guys, bro. You need those guys on this team. Like you can't have a whole bunch of stars and flashy guys that want to get all these sacks and tackles and all this stuff. You need somebody that wants to do the dirty work, the grunt. You know what I'm saying? And this guy wants to do the dirty work. He's just like, man, he's like the water boy type of dude, man. Just throw him out there. Just throw me out there, boss. You know what I mean?
Hold
Yeah,
up. Real quick, and if I may, fam, real quick, please. Are you putting the hard work on the Jack Kellys already?
but I'm telling you, he's like, I'm gonna
Shakes,
tell
come
y'all,
on, man.
he is this year's or this generation's Chase Blackburn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who he is,
Yeah.
bro. Special teams dude, provide if needed as a role player. That's who Jack Kelly is, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all make it as a
Nothing
detriment.
wrong.
I see it as a value piece.
I'm not saying it's a detriment. I'm just saying I see more than the hard work. You saying over here, you know what I mean?
He needs some milk.
Whereas I'm not with that. I think he could be more than that, to be honest with you. Because fam, look, for too long over here, we've had players who can't make tackles, who have a lack of physicality. I see all that in the Jack Kelly. Now, is he a little raw? Pause. Hey, look, again, we got the senseis in the building. And behind, as far as like a depth piece for Edmonds and now an Averill Reese, you know what I'm saying? Why not, bro? Yo, that's a steal in the 6th round.
Oh, it is. It is. I gave the grade a C for Jack Kelly. But it is a steal because again, these are guys that sticks around. Like a Carter Coughlin, like a Chase Blackburn, you know what I mean? Like a Mark Hersley. Whether y'all like Hersley or not, he was a hard worker. And those guys stick around, bro, because they make the extra effort plays, bro. Again, y'all gotta stop looking at it as, oh, he's just you know what I mean, a lurch out there. No, it's not that he's a lurch. He may lack a little athleticism because if you look at him next to Arvell Reese and the motherfucking Abdul Carter and the motherfucking Brian Burns and the motherfucking who we just got, Tremont Edmonds, he gonna look slow and unathletic as motherfucker to them. But what he's gonna bring to the table, they're not gonna bring. He's gonna bring that extra effort. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean by that hard working label. That's what
Shout out to Mark Herzlich.
y'all make it into a whole different thing.
Nah,
A
I
whole,
ain't turning it into a whole thing. I'm just saying that one
y'all
part
do
that
though.
Ghost said.
That's what y'all do.
Nah, that one part
Every
that Ghost
time I
said,
call
I
them
think it's
hard
going to be
working,
more. I think it's
y'all
going to
be
be
like,
more than
no.
hard work.
Man, he gonna be
Man.
that hard working Jack. Hard working Jack.
Oh
You know
shit!
what I'm saying?
We're going to see.
We'll see though, man.
I
We
gave
gonna
this grade
see.
a C, bro. And so my average grade, it averaged out to an A. Well, it really averaged out a B plus, but I'm gonna give it a nod and go A minus. So that's my overall grade for the draft, A minus. Ghost Dog. How you feel about these picks, man?
Real quick again, man. Pardon my lateness, but accept my greatness. Shouts out to Either Chosen One yet again. Fam.
Why you say that? Because did the Knicks win?
Nah, I don't think they did. And if they did, whatever, it is what it is. I got to see it. But if they didn't, champagne popping. That's all I got to say. Hey, yo, shout out to Mosley in the chat, man. I see you, bro. So, fam, I was kind of going back and forth between the B plus and the A minus. And I said it in the live. I'm going to say it one more time. It's not what we wanted, but it's what we needed. Because we all saw Sonny Styles at 5. What we got was an Everett Reese. Arguably the better of the two when it comes to linebackers. And I get it. People were saying he's the Abdul Carter clone and what have you. And for a little bit, I was with it. But then after like really looking at the tape, man, I'm like, hey, look. And with the confirmation of a John Harbaugh, he will be playing off ball. He will be playing standing up. He will play an interior linebacker position. Specifically, the Will Mike, right? The Will linebacker. So there's that. With the number 10th pick, again, fam, we was in the live beating the drums for Caleb Downs, but there was a moment there, Shakes, where I was like, oh, Spencer Fano got taken at 9. And shouts out to LRP because he was with it with the Maui Noah. I said it. I was like, yo, we might get Francis Maui Noah right here. Although I do want the Caleb Downs.
Out of control.
So we got the Francis Maui Noah. Shouts out to CC, right? And he's now the official new CC in New York, right? Shouts out to the old one, Yankees legend. However, fam, for too long as Giants fans, have we not been dealing with the trench, specifically on the offensive side, where we had Eli Manning on his last legs running for dear life, so much so that he was throwing dirt balls just to avoid getting hit? From the Daniel Jones to even to the Jaxson Darts having to scramble and use his God-given ability, right? So no more, no longer is what I say. Francis Marinoa and Shakes, shout out to you again, because he, you know, as we all know, you are a fan of the U, right? Fam, that young man is an anomaly. You understand what I'm saying? A real deal animal. And it doesn't matter if you plug him in the offensive tackle or the guard, which is more than likely where he's going to go. So, fam, we needed that. Super major key. We will no longer have issues on this offensive line. We talked about it earlier, especially with the depth. Got the Evan Neals and the Andrew Thomases, the JMSs and what have yous. So there's that. Going into the second round with the 47th with the Colton Hood. At first, I was taken aback. But after much more like analysis and really looking to the pick and to the player, because I did know about him. Shouts out to Shakes again for the top 10 cornerback list. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. Put in the work over here. After looking at the tape, though, irregardless of the need at the defensive tackle, I got to say, Newsom, Banks, for as much as I want to say I want him to do good, and even dare I say Nadebo, your job might be on the line. That's another thing. Going to the Malachi Fields. Even though I will say the move up, the tradeaways and what have you to do it, I was like, damn, for as much as I did want a Malachi Fields, and I'm happy we got him. 6'4", 200 pounds, big body paws, 50-50 balls goes in his favor 9 times out of 10. Oh, and least we forget, physical and runs well after the catch, bringing like 2 or 3 defenders with him at any given time. So there's that. However, the tradeaways, like I said, but I got to give it to Harbaugh in the front office and the defense. They probably saw something that we didn't. They probably saw somebody else willing to deal to get him, and they wasn't going to let that happen. So I got to trust the process. There's that. And I will say this too. For every one of those 6 round picks, I could honestly sit here and say that every single one of them is a sleeper. Especially the Jack Kelly kid. So overall, I got to give it an A-. That's what I'm giving it right now. Time will tell. Obviously, we got to see how these candidates work out. But right now, I got to give it the A-.
No doubt.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I think like with the top 5, well, with the 5th overall, excuse me. The 5th overall, I was on more like I had the 3 guys in my head. Pause was of course Love, Styles, and Downs. And then when Arvell dropped and Love was gone, it's like, oh, let's get the best defensive linebacker, best defensive player in the draft, period. Man, hell yeah. I'm definitely signing away with that. Whether I felt like it was a Abdul Carter clone or not, give me 2 Abdul Carters then, shit. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But like you said though, it's a little different though. I mean, it may be like the same type of player, but for a different type of position. Like Abdul is totally for the edge, you know what I'm saying? And Arvell is a guy that's going to be in that middle. Pause. But when you look at that depth chart, which we're going to do, and you see those 2 names that's right there as the starting middle linebackers, that shit, even on paper, just looks ferocious. It just looks scary because you got some athletic linebackers that is smart but also ferocious. And the sideline, finally we got the lurches of linebackers out the building, and we are into the next generation of linebackers in the building. And the Arvell Reese, Abdul Carter, and a Tremaine Edmonds. It's bananas. So yeah, man. Where we on to next, man, which we got the undrafted free agents, which y'all know, man, I am so pumped about this, man, because I told y'all, man, the whole draft process, man, every draft we done had, every mock draft we done had, every mock draft that I done had, if I put up a mock draft, he was in it, okay? And I said it, and I kept on saying it. With one of those picks, those 6th rounders, the 7th rounders, you got 3 of them motherfuckers. Use one of them for my motherfucking kicker, goddammit. And it specifically give me Dominique Zavada from fucking Michigan. I need Dominique Zavada from Michigan. Okay? Why? Let me tell y'all why I was so adamant about this kicker specifically. Okay? First of all, he's the same kicker that kicked the game winner against Ohio State when they beat Ohio State in 2024. This the same guy. This the same guy that won a national championship with them at Michigan. Same guy that played for Harbaugh. So he got Harbaugh ties. Okay? Same guy. All right. And not only that, when we talk about a kicker, you want a kicker like they have in Baltimore and all these other places where Jacksonville, you know, all these places, they got these kickers that's kicking 70-yarders now. 70-yarders. And we still stuck on kickers that's struggling between 40s and 50s. They can't kick 40s? When you got guys kicking 70-yarders in other teams? It's not right. I want that. I need that. And that's him. He's him. He's a guy that's kicking 70-yarders. He got a boot. Okay? Now, he was 21 for 22 in the 2024 season. And then last year, he struggled a bit. I think he missed about 5 to 6 field goals. Okay? So, we're going to see what's up with that and see if Harbaugh can coach that up, which I believe he can. But you're getting a guy. Hopefully, we're getting the same guy that was in 2024. But, yeah, I mean, we're getting a guy that has a boot, a long range. So, if we get a good kickoff, all we need is maybe a first down or 2, and we in his range. You know what I'm saying? That's who I like. I like the battle between him and Jason Sanders because I like Sanders too. I like him in Miami, but he's broken down, and I don't know how much more he can give you. Pause. But so if he can beat out Zavada, cool, fine. Let's try to sneak Zavada on the practice squad. But if Zavada can just beat everybody out, then good. I'm cool with that. Let's go with the rookie. Let's go with the future, baby. I'm ready to move on to the future. And then, man, I had seen this dude in a black mock, and then I started to see his name a lot in the process. And then when I was going through my process of looking at cornerbacks, he popped up. Pause. His name popped up a lot. And that's Thaddeus Dixon from North Carolina, right? Tar Heel. Man, they gave him the money too. They gave him the money. So obviously, he was a high commodity. So, you know what I'm saying? That's a great pick right there. You also got a long snapper, Ben Man. You know what I mean? So that's competition right there. I think you bought in a long snapper. Now you not drafted, but you signed an undrafted free agent long snapper. Let the best man win on that. Anquan Barnes is another big, massive defensive lineman. So they ain't forget about it. They got some young bulls in here to battle it out. I don't know too much about Damon Bankston. I heard a lot about the kid Ryan Shernick. I think he's from overseas or something, right? He's one of those overseas guys, right? I believe. Then they got another guy.
Yeah, bless your heart.
Simon. Huh?
I'm just saying, bless your heart for doing this.
Well, hey, I'm trying. And then you got the quarterback Evan Simon. Don't know nothing about him neither. Ben Barton is another big, massive defensive lineman out there. And then I don't know nothing about this offensive lineman, Doji Dahu. But hey, I like those names, man. I like those names of UDFAs, man. I like it. How y'all feel about those guys right there, man? How y'all feel about the UDFAs, man?
So 2 thoughts come to mind. The first one is for Dominic Savada. As you was talking about him, I could remember that movie of Antonio Banderas and Sylvester Stallone was called Assassins. And then the white girl was talking to somebody in another room, and he was like, "Sapatico, yes, Sapatico." That's all. So that was the first thought. The second thought is Ben. Let me get it out. So the second one was Ben Man, and then I was thinking he probably got to say it separately, because if you say it fast,
Ben Man.
So that's all. That's
That ain't right. That ain't right.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
So that's the undrafted. How you feel about it, Ghost? How you feel about the names out there?
I mean, the ones that really interest me is the Anquan Barnes and the Ben Barton. And after looking at the videos with the Dominic Zavada fam, yeah, the kid had got the scope on his leg. Pause. He's 70 yards or better. And quite frankly, we need that, man. Too long the special teams have been an issue. Plus, it's just becoming a thing now where, like, if your kicker can't hit 65 or better yards, he's kind of mids. And it's crazy that we're going that way as a league. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, no, man. Those are definitely the ones I'm going to keep my eye on. Everybody else, let's see what happens. Greg
Can't
Allman.
body like a
Dixon.
motherfucker.
Right. Just the competition, go in there and do something. That's all I can say. Try to earn that practice squad spot. That's you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Oh!
I think
You know what I'm
Zavada gonna be a fan favorite.
I'm sure
I
he
mean,
will.
when they see him kicking 70-yard field goals on that, you know what I mean, in the practice
Ooh.
showing, they gonna be like, "What the fuck is this kid?"
And he better get used to that MetLife Stadium with the wind. I'm sure he will, though.
And that's my only thing. Because if you miss five, 6 field goals last year, how you gonna do it that win? That's my question. And is he ready right now, or is he gonna take a year or two to, you know what I mean, learn? Which we have the caveat right now, like we can go with Sanders for the year, and then, you know what I mean, next year we go with Zavada if he's not ready. So I love it, man. Great competition. If he beats the boy out, man, let's go Zavada. And that's what I'm rooting for. But
Right.
let the best man win.
I got a feeling it's going to be Zavada.
I think so too.
Get into that life.
All right. And then we got the updated depth chart here, man. The 2026 updated depth chart.
Lord have mercy.
And first off, what I'm going to say about this is there is competition in each fucking room.
Facts.
So I'm gonna go
I forgot
through
we
it.
had Darnell Mooney, bro. That's so crazy, bro.
Yo.
And Calvin Austin?
Yo, crazy work, bro. The wide receiver room is nasty.
I forgot, bro.
And then that's not that, and we still might add one more to it in Beckham.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Let's go.
Man, that's amazing. All right, so let's look at the quarterback room real quick. It's little chills there, man. You know what I mean? Like I just said, they just brought in a undrafted free agent, but I don't think he's gonna make the team. Hopefully, he probably make the practice squad, but this might be the 3 if 3 even makes the team. Brandon Allen is a veteran. Got ties to Joe Shane and them. I think from Buffalo and shit. So, you know what I mean? We'll see if he make the team or not. I'm pretty sure he'll be there. Whether he makes the 53 or not, he'll be in the practice squad, and if we need it, he'll probably be there. But love the Jaxson Dart and Jameis Winston. We can definitely just move on. But before I move on, I told y'all before, I said this, or I had a conversation with LRP before the show. I was like, man, I want this dude, Jameis Winston, to be a Giant for the rest of his career. I don't care if he plays the next 10 years. I want him to play the next 10 years for the Giants, man. Like, the leadership he has in the locker room, the character he is it's infectious in that locker room, and he's much needed. And to me, I don't ever want him to go, man. I would like for him to be like Carr was to Eli. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see how it goes. But I'm glad he's back for this year. How y'all feel about the quarterback room? Not too much to talk about with this one, right?
I mean,
I'm
look,
eager.
man, I need New Jack City to stay healthy, and he's gonna do that with a revamped offensive line. And Jameis Winston, much appreciated. I want that man to not only retire a Giant, but hopefully he could walk away with some hardware pause when it's all said and done.
Absolutely. And if he spends the rest of his career with the Giants, I think he will get one. What you gonna say about it, LRP?
Word.
Nah, I wasn't going to say too much about the quarterbacks, man. I was going to say I'm eager to speak on wanting Dante, and I want to be the first to say I want Dante Miller. I'm rooting for him to
Turbo.
get that, Turbo to get that spot where Singletary is. No disrespect to Devin Singletary at all, but the young lion and Turbo and Dante Miller, I do, hopefully he's good to go health wise. But if he's good to go 100% ready to lock and load, I want to see him. I want to see where that upside goes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be talk no more. Put it on the field so we can really see
All
what
about
you can
action.
do. I'm serious, because if he's up to form from what we saw, that could be a dangerous trio. So I just want to be the first one to say that.
That kid reminds me of Sproles in his prime, bro. The way he cuts in and out, and that burst of speed is crazy, bro. And may I ask this, fam, why is Eric Gray still in this situation? No disrespect, but it's like, come on, bro.
Body, man. Streets need a body. Streets need a body. Streets need a body, rock. You know what I'm saying? But I must say as well, I totally agree with LRP here, man. That's what I was going to speak on as well. What I love about this and what I love about Harbaugh is everybody is start from ground zero. So a guy like Singletary doesn't have the leg up on Dante Miller like he had with Dable. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's a locker room guy, so we need a motor in here. That's not going to be the case. It's going to be who is the best guys. And that's who Harbaugh is going to go with, because all these slates are clean. They're all clean. He don't care what you did with the past regime. He don't care what you did with the old coaches. It's what are you going to show him? And so if Miller shows what he was showing in last year, preseason camp and all that, it's not going to be a case of, oh, we're going to go with Singletary because he's a better locker room guy and he's a veteran. It's not going to be the case. They're going to go with Turbo. So that Turbo will get a true, legit shot, and let's see if he takes advantage of it. This running back room is great. It's awesome. Scatterboo leading the pack with this fucking amazing, mauling, vicious offensive line. It's going to be crazy. And then you got Ricard. Come on, bro. I love this running back room. Have no problems at all with this running back room. Would have loved it if it had love in it in the building, but I ain't mad at this. All right. How y'all feel, Ghost? How you feel about the running back?
I feel good, fam. And you know what I mean? I expect Cam Scatterbo to be a star in this league as long as he stays healthy. And you know what? Tyrone Tracy, my son, because nobody, I'm tired of the disrespect with Tyrone Tracy, man. Put some respect on that young man's name. Over 1,000 yards all purpose. Really good with the hands in terms of the receiving. Put some respect on his name. As far as Devin Singletary, man, get that blown motor up out of here. Your time is done. No disrespect. You don't got the Dable connection no more. And Dante Miller, for me, Turbo, should have had that spot over you like a year ago. So that's where I'm at with it. Cam, Tyrone Tracy, and Turbo. I'm not even gonna talk about
Oh.
Eric Gray.
So is Tracy your kid? That's your son?
He's got to be at this point. You know what I mean?
That's
It's him, Drew Phillips, because nobody claimed him a couple drafts ago. So I picked him up off the street and gave him the adoption papers. Like, sign here. You with me now.
Ghost Dog got a couple kids now.
I had to,
Welcome
fam.
to the shakedown. You have now been definitely shakedown baptized. All right. When you pick now, you got kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you got kids. Yeah, you definitely.
Yo, we need to create those like Paul Heyman's and shit. Like you be like, yo, that's a Paul Heyman guy. You need to do that for me. Like, yo, that's a shakedown guy right there. Give him a
No doubt. All right. So the running back room look good. This tight end room, it is definitely a lot of competition in this room as well. You got Man Hurts, who's probably on his last year. You probably want to go out with a bang. Hopefully you can win a Super Bowl for him. Let's win one for Man Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Let's win one for Man Hurts. Let's rally around Man Hurts. But you got Fedoni in the background. It's like, don't forget about him. But you got the two starters in Theo and Isaiah Likely. That's going, man. That's sick, man. That's sick, man. That's physicality for your ass. All right. I'm loving this room. I'm loving it. It's going to bode well for the quarterback, but also the running back room. It's amazing. It's amazing. How you feel about the tight end?
Hopefully they carry 4. Especially if they carry 2 quarterbacks. And then they end up carrying 4 running backs, and one of these guys, Eric Gray, Devin Singletary, practice squad, whatever. Or whoever, you know what I mean? But I think that gives you some room in the tight end room. So hopefully they carry 4. I like the room myself. I'm anxious to see Thomas Fedoni. We should get a lot to see from him this year. Being as though last year he was just kind of getting into the building, getting adjusted, coming off an injury, as I understand it. So I'm excited about what these guys can do. We know what Man Hurts brings. We all know what Isaiah Likely and Theo Johnson brings. I just hope that they all make each other better, feed off each other, and then it just boosts their ratings up a little bit more. So I got no problem with it.
Ghost Dog, how you feel about this room?
I love it, fam. I like Theo Johnson. Pause. Kid's got talent. Just got to make sure he keeps his hands where they need to be and catch the ball. But the Isaiah Likely's, fam, is it possible we got like a 1A and a 1B receiver and a Malik Nabers and an Isaiah Likely? It's likely. Chris Manhurts with the blocking. We appreciate that. Thomas Fedoni. Another one of my e-holes, another one of my children. I want to see what that young man can do. I got him with the George Kittle comp. So let's see. And Tanner Connor, I don't know who he is, respectfully. So that's about as far as I go with that, with the tight ends. But I'm loving it, man. And I expect a lot of 2 tight end sets, man, especially because Harbaugh's in the building.
DJ Who Kid.
Yes, sir, with the Tanner Connor. I don't know who that is. Keeping it a bad, though. All the way at Thou Wow.
Nah, straight up. He definitely a Hugh Kid. I ain't even mention him. You know what I'm saying? That's how much he a Hugh Kid. I ain't even see him.
Because his name is there, I gotta be like, all right, he's there.
Fucking invisible, son. That motherfucking invisible. All right, let's move on to the wide receiver room, which is the most exciting room here. Oh man. Now, they got Darius Slayton slated as to be the number 2 guy. My question is, y'all feel like is that solidified? Like he number 2 or like off the rip because of the money? Is that what it is?
Can I talk real quick, LRP, if I may, please? Because that dude right there, Darius Slayton, he's made my asshole itch pause for years now. And I want to give him the all due respect,
Whoa.
man, because he's been real loyal. You know what I'm saying? However, like we said it with the Devin Singletary, you don't got Dable here to protect you no more, bro. You don't got the connections. You've been through one administration to the next. It's time to move on, bro. Your contract don't really mean nothing to me. You got maybe 1 year before we can like finally cut ties and just recoup what we can recoup, bro. Because Darius Slayton, bro, oh my Lord, bro. It's just like the drop passes, and he will always be known for that. It's a problem, and I'm tired of it. So he got to go. Everything else on this list, as far as receivers, I'm loving the Malik Nabers, the Calvin Austins, the Malachi Fields, especially Darnell Mooney, Isaiah Hodgins. Don't sleep on Burt. Shout out to League 11. What's good, fam? What's good? And Jalen Hyatt could go. Gunnar Oleski, he's another one, fam. Don't sleep on Gunnar. And yeah, the other names, with the exception of maybe like a Ryan Miller, because Bo Collins could go, Courtney Jackson, I don't know who that is. And then Xavier Gibson. Who are these dudes, bro? Camp bodies. There you go. So that's how I feel about these receivers.
Xavier Gibson came from the Jets, didn't he?
I don't even remember, bro.
He might have, but he's a bum.
Thank you.
I don't see him making a team. And here's my thing, bro. Jalen Hyatt is done. All right.
Dunzo.
He's a camp body.
You just got finished saying everybody got a clean slate.
But he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it.
If OBJ come in the building,
got a clean slate, bro.
He's out of here.
But he does have a clean slate. But the thing is, Harbaugh's not gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna piss Harbaugh off all camp.
All the way off.
You know that. How you know that?
Because a dude that can't run routes.
So you think he still can't?
Yeah. What showed you that he changed? What the fuck?
When was the last time you seen the dude on the field? It's been months. I mean, shit. I learned how to make banana bread in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, damn.
I just said a time frame just because of freestyling a joke. But at the same time, it don't take that goddamn long,
that ain't
bro.
Running routes, though, bro.
Whatever.
All I can say is this: he proved that Dallas coach right. Okay, young man, you came in here with the physicality in terms of your speed, but you didn't do nothing with it, and then you pouting, and then you got a lack of effort after the fact. It's like you ain't gonna prove nothing.
At him on the street. Y'all ain't right.
You ain't gonna prove nothing. And LRP, I hear you. And shout out to the Big Blue Ocean, but be better. However, they're professionals, man, and they're athletes. They gotta, fam. I hate to say it, fam, but you get paid way too much money to even like give that shit any attention, bro. And I get it. You're a human being. Ain't nobody like no cans getting thrown at nothing, bro. But
no, I ain't nobody throw a can at him. Bro, I don't know that. I was just saying figuratively.
Oh, got you. I thought they really was throwing cans at him in the street. Like,
I
you stink. Know
you know what I mean? Sorta. I mean, you can. Them shit's words hurt, bro. And apparently, New York fans turn people to have identity crisis.
Ruthless. They're already down on Malik Nabers because of his commentary the other day. And it's like, yo, I'm not gonna tell nobody how to fan, but come on, let's just pump the brakes. We ran out one A1 receiver and an OBJ. Let's not do it again, please. Like, damn, bro.
But no, I think Darius Slayton, Jalen Hyatt, maybe in the bubble. You know what I mean? Maybe in the bubble. As far as the new guys coming in, Mooney,
shit.
Calvin
especially
Austin.
if Beckham in the building. I'm sorry to cut you off, but especially if Beckham comes to the building, boss. You know what I mean? Slayton, your job is definitely damn near done. And then I don't know if you're gonna make the 53, son. You know what I mean? And then yeah, I mean, also it's like so many. I think what right now you got about like 12, 13 guys, and then you bring in Beckham probably like 14, and it's only 7 slots, so 7 guys gonna have to. You know what I mean? And then
Somebody gotta
Bo
go.
Collins, man. You know what I'm saying? I
He
if
can
he
go
don't
too.
make the 53, I think Bo Collins makes the practice squad though. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But for everybody else, the Hyatts, goodbye. Cambry might be practice squad. I don't know who Courtney Jackson is.
Oh,
Gibson,
see,
he can
hold
kick
on for a
rocks.
second.
Brian
Really,
Miller.
really
I'm
looking at
alright.
this, I don't see Jalen Hyatt going anywhere because, say for the sake of argument, their history is what keeping
I think
nine
8.
receivers,
I
carrying
don't think
nine
they're gonna go with
receivers.
9.
9 receivers. Hell no.
That's too
You don't
many.
think
In a
You carry
hardball, I don't think so.
you
say
carry
6,
8?
7
7
the
or 8.
most, bro. 7 the
Yeah, 7
most.
or 8. All
All
right, so
right.
let's put the list together. Hold on. Let's put the list together. I got you right now. So Malik Nabers is definitely
It's
number
usually a
1, right?
6, but you might go 7 just for an extra special teams guy.
Darius Slayton off the strength of that bullshit ass contract, right?
Mm.
I'm telling you,
Cal-
people
Calvin
at the
Austin,
end
how we
drop
feel?
something.
Calvin Austin making that team or no?
Yes,
Okay, so
Calvin
Calvin Austin,
Austin
that's
and
3
Darnell
already.
Mooney are both making the team. Isaiah
Okay,
Hodgins is making the team.
right, and I agree.
Fields is making
Okay,
the team.
let's slow down. I'm writing this down.
Oh,
Hodgins, I
putting it in
agree.
the book. Putting it in the book.
No, yeah. Hodgins, right? So right now we sitting at 5. We got 2 more. Malachi Fields is there,
Yeah, he's making it.
right? So now we at 6. Who's the last person?
Based off of y'all, it'd be Odell Beckham.
Yeah, so it's a battle between Gunner,
And Odell
Hyatt,
and Jalen
Beckham,
and
Bo
and
Collins.
everybody else.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. So I think in this particular situation, Hyatt stays along with an Odell Beckham, and Gunner may be the one that's, or he may get switched to special teams, or they pick up that extra spot in another location.
Probably. But real
'Cause
quick,
still got
Shakes,
defense to go through too.
because I'll say this, Gunners are really good for the special teams, so they might designate him like a special teams situation. But real quick, Shakes, has John Harbaugh ever done 8 wide receivers for his teams at any point in his
No,
career?
bro.
Or no?
I'm telling you, I don't think nobody does. 7 is probably the most I ever seen a team go with.
Yep. Oh, there you go. There you go. So definitely it's going to be a battle, like you said, between Jalen Hyatt, Gunner, Chevsky, OBJ if they bring him in, and everybody else on this list past Isaiah Hodgins. So I'm with that. I'm with it. May the best man win. Damn
Yeah,
you, Darius
that's
Slayton. I can't
that's a
stand that
stack.
contract.
That's a stack wide receiver room, bro. That's that. All right, and then we got the offensive line here. Where
Got Leak on with some commentary on the offensive line.
yeah, and that could be definitely a possibility. I don't think it is going to be this year, but if he gets hurt or struggle, I can see it go down. But man, this offensive line, man, just looking at the side where the starters is, that's a wall right there, bro. And then when you think about the depth, man, for me, you got Bo, you got J.C. Davis, you got my boy Neil, you got motherfucking Falele and Azudu. Who's this Lucas Patrick guy, man? They like him like that?
That's the dude that picked up from the Bengals.
Yep.
Okay. Must like him like that.
He's like a journeyman.
Yeah, they must like him like that. Alright. And then you got Stenny as well, man. So, I mean, you got some depth, man, and some competition going there for this offensive line, man. I ain't mad at this at all, man. This is
Not a little
awesome.
bit.
We back.
Top 5 in the
man.
league.
We
Probably
back,
top 3,
man.
low key.
How y'all feel about the line?
I'll let you go first, LRP.
Nah, I feel good about it, man. I appreciate it, but I feel good about it. You know, wish we had our offensive line coach still, but we'll see how this next brother do.
Who is, real quick, if I may ask? I forget his name. Where'd he come from again? Pause. He came from the Ravens or no?
Cleveland.
Or am I tripping? Cleveland?
Mhm.
Okay. That should be a
Yeah.
good look.
Yeah, so you know, we'll see how it goes, man. You know, they got to get out there. I hate the fact that they still have that CBA where the offensive lineman can't put on pads. They need to adjust that. And every time I get a chance to say it, I'm going to say it. They need to adjust it to where as though the lineman can start putting on pads early as well as the defensive line. Those people need to be in the trenches pushing each other around with pads on sooner than what they are allowed to do right now. But you know, so they NFL need to fix that. Bottom line. But I do like this line. I'd like to see what happens. Evan Neal and Daniel Falele. If those two brothers can capitalize on what they are about to experience as far as learning how to be better at this thing, it should be dangerous. It should be dangerous. That's a big hope because I know we haven't seen it thus far, and I get, you know, all of that. But at the end of the Rocky Four, if I can change, you can change. We all can change.
Fuck that. Falele is doo-doo, son.
I want you to see
Bullshit.
it. Yeah, I want you to see it. Otherwise, all bets are off.
Doo-doo, son. But then you also got Marcus Bowe and J.C. Davis. And then you got Zudu and you know what I mean, Stenny as well, battling for spots. So, yeah, man.
Give me like Pop, like Sam Witherspoon. Don't hold me back. Hold me back. Talk about my bad eye.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
But yeah, man. This offensive line, fam, and I can agree with this, LRP. I do hope Evan Neal beats out John Runyon in some way, somehow, by the grace of God, is able to secure his career in a way that we as fans knew that he could have done so seasons ago.
Wait,
So
hold
there's
on.
that.
I didn't mean for him to be out John Runyon. I just want him to be better to move up to that second spot, possibly, so we can see every now and then do the damn thing on second down. That's all
I hear you,
saying.
LRP. I hear you. But how long has he been in the league, fam? And you're a number 6 overall, right?
Be a late bloomer, you know what I'm saying? You know?
I hear you, LRP. But now's the time,
I took notes down this time, coach.
Right. So hopefully he takes that spot away from him, man, because he was drafted as a right tackle, even though he played the majority of his career as a left tackle at Alabama. I don't understand why they did that. I don't know why they didn't try to hit him at left guard sooner rather than later. Like I said, man, let's see if he could take that spot. And I want him to, and I hope he does. And at this point, I expect you to. If not, peace be the journey. Now, the Daniel Falele, to his credit, because I haven't seen him play, even though I trust Shake's judgment and to the Ravens fans themselves. Hey, look, now's your chance, young man. Make the most of it. That's all I can say. Aaron Stinney and them with the Josh Doodles. Bro. Marcus Bowe all the way. And Lucas Patrick, I expect him to stick around too. But John Runyon, bro, I'm good off that, fam. Respectfully. Not to say I'll let him go, but like as a starter, nah, you the backup, you the spot duty at this point.
Let's see how it goes. I'm pretty sure all these guys will be ready to go.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
I just, I'm ready to see something new and fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. They should bring it. So hopefully they do.
Well, hey, it's contract year for Runyon. You know what I mean? So we'll see. It's put up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
And then
You
we
don't see
got
the Van
guys that's
Rottens
running right behind them.
He's
So.
not there. So you know what I mean?
All right, now we got this defense here, man. Boy, this defense. Just one, I think one piece away, just one name away, one guy away. DJ Reader, please sign me on the dotted line. But man, look at this. The defensive line, they got Roy Robinson Harrison as a starter right now. Darius Alexander. This is interesting because they only got 2 starters at defensive lineman. So is we running a 2-5 type of shit? What are we doing here?
Probably 3-4.
So where's the third defensive lineman is what I'm saying. But they got 3 outside linebackers. You see what I'm saying?
It could be 2-5, 2-4.
Yo, it's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's very interesting, bro. What are you going to do here?
Very eye-opening.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Denard? What are you doing? But
hey,
it's interesting though.
Let him work.
I like
is
it.
all I can say.
And
right.
I like it.
that's a serious situation right there.
Yes, sir.
That outside linebacker situation.
Yes, sir.
And don't sleep on Chauncey Golston either. We forgot.
You can't, right? And then also Roy Robinson Harris. You know what I'm saying? And then they do like the kid Sam Roberts. We got Elijah Chapman still in the building. I don't know, man. Like I said, man, you get DJ Reader in there. I don't know, man. We look all right there.
Don't sleep on the Bobby Jameson Travis either.
No, I did not see.
Right.
I did not see that they added back Trey Sport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, who's that Marian Tui Polotu kid? Who's that? Am I saying that right?
Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
Is he related to the other one? Tui Polotu? No?
Is that him though? Is that the same person?
No, that's not him. I wonder.
Not gonna get me to say it. I don't care what you say.
I don't know who that kid is though. I ain't never seen this kid, but no, it's not the same.
Swayze Bozeman is the name.
Swayze Bozeman.
Bro, I think I tell a chance I'm about to start my stuntman career.
Zaire Barnes.
Swayze Bozeman is crazy.
You know what I mean? Stuntman, Swayze Bozeman.
Swayze Bozeman.
Swayze Bozeman in a theater near you.
You know what I'm saying? Something to think about Swayze.
Man.
Hey, call me.
No, fuck that. Yo, fuck Swayze.
Get you set up for a next script, bro.
Yo, can we look at this inside linebacker situation though?
Yo, that shit is serious, bro. Look at this.
It's looking ferocious.
Look at the starters, Edmonds and Reese. Then look at the backups, McFadden and Masao. My gosh. And then look at Jack Kelly. Musau, and then Jack Kelly, yes. Oh my gosh, linebackers matter, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, you want it. Right. Ugh. No,
that's a serious core right there, son.
We're not talking about that right now.
That linebacker room is serious, bro.
As it should be. It's about damn time.
It's
about damn time. You hear me?
I'm leaving here with something.
It's about
for
damn
sure.
I mean, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
No, for sure, yo. That's sick right there.
Too long.
Then you got the nickel. Got my boy Drew. He's like, man, I ain't got no competition. I ain't got no competition. I am the nickel. I'm the nickel.
I remember when he got drafted, people were like, who is Drew Phillips? He's small. Yeah. I looked
Nah,
at his
y'all
height. I was like,
boys.
he 5'10". He all right. He get busy, physical. Come on, man.
Yeah, nah. When I seen him
That's a
hitting, I
nickel.
was like, nah, that boy.
That's a nickel playing like a number one out there, bro. Like, what we
Yeah,
talking about, man?
love Drew
Yes,
Phillips,
sir.
man. But this cornerback room, though,
They
man,
got shook up.
a
They definitely
Debo,
did.
Newsome, Hood, Banks,
So hood.
Corey Black, Peyton, Nick Jones, Art Green. Who the fuck is this Converse dude? But him too. Like,
Yeah, how many people with 3 names we got?
Yeah, a
like
lot.
3 or 4, bro.
Like 5. I'm thinking.
Bro,
3 or 4, bro.
they gonna charge us an extra 5 cents for every jersey we buy because of these long ass hyphens.
These names.
You already know they're gonna make us pay for it. Unlike it's our fault. That's some bullshit.
Straight up.
Mm.
Nah, this cornerback room is serious. And then what you asking of them to be pressed man corners is all, what they all do. Man,
Right.
listen, man. I think they all make the team as far as Debo, Newsome, Hood, and Banks. Then you got Drew Phillips on the nickel. I think that's the corners. Now, I don't know if one of these dudes, like a Corey Black or Peyton or Nick Jones or Art Green, makes it off of special teams. I don't know. But I believe that a Debo, Newsome, Hood, Banks, and Drew Phillips as the nickel, that's the corners.
Mm.
And that's a serious corners. That's some serious corners, boy. If they all meted their potential, pause, that's some serious corners, man. That's some serious corners. All right.
And I like Corey Black and Art Green based off of their work last season.
I don't really
Yeah,
like Corey Black, man. Corey Black was getting fucked up, bro.
He's a free fam. He's a late rounder. He's
I
a
know,
rookie.
but
You know what I
fuck
mean?
that, bro. He was.
He was.
He had
Man.
some traits. I mean, he was some
Yes.
positions and situations
Yes.
that he got caught out of bounds and all that, but he had good traits.
Although
It
I
was a
will
small
say,
sample size.
I will say LRP real quick. What was the name of that other player from South Carolina that we had? A UDA, if I'm not mistaken. He was a corner as well. And he was like a low-key sleeper too, but we let him go and we kept Corey Black. I just don't remember his name, bro.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
I do not. I mean,
Oh.
I know of the person, but I can't think of their name.
Got you.
Can't
Yeah,
think of
no,
their name
so-
either. I do know.
But
of
cutting back to Corey Black, I agree, LRP. There's some things there that he got to iron out, so I'm willing for that. But are we all? Because I don't know how you felt, LRP, about Banks. Because I know Shake said he hopes with the clean slate and all that. How you feel about Banks?
I hope he returns to form. I think he always had good traits, and he was solid coming out of college, and he was solid under Wink. And
Very. Because I remember that Green Bay game, bro, when he called up to the receiver and he batted the ball away, man. I was just like, ooh.
yeah, it was certain things that he was doing initially, you know what I mean, that made you look at him and say, oh wow, okay, cool, keep that up. You know, I do think that there is some, I haven't really realized where I'm at yet type situation, you know what I mean? So that comes with time. Who knows? I like the kid. I want him to succeed. It's completely up to him. But I like his traits. I like what he can offer when he's locked in, when he's at his best, when he's focused, when he showed what he showed in the first season. If he can tap back into that person and then add to it with maturity and IQ, better decisions, I think he could be a monster. But it's up to him.
Right. And you know, we got the senseis in the building, man. And I think I'll say this. I think it was never really about effort for him in the beginning. I think when the situation with the Wink Martindale implosion happened, because I think, remember, fam, Wink was, I think, his guy. Because Wink was ecstatic when they got him, bro. I think Zay Flowers was originally the pick. Baltimore snatched him up. and then they went for Deontay Banks. And Wink was jumping for joy, bro.
But
So
but what we know, and I receive everything you just said. But what we know about somebody who takes another person under their wing, and there's admiration there because you genuinely want to coach the kid. Oftentimes, the behavior behind it is that you're lenient on certain things. So you may not go hard in the paint on him for putting his hands down or not keeping his hands up. You may not go hard in the paint
turning
on
his
him
head
because
around. Right.
you know you may shorten some certain lessons because you're like, oh man, you got it. You know what I mean? Just do what you always do. You know what I mean? And he may. So I'm not putting that on Wink, but sometimes that happens. You know, when you adore
Right.
your pupil, you may not be as hard on them as you would somebody that's not your pupil.
Right. I can see that, and I agree. For sure.
Anything else you got on this, Shakes? We're about to hit 2 hours, bro.
Yeah, no. I told you I was gonna be an hour now. But
Oh, okay.
and then we got the safety room. Yeah, I mean,
Uh-oh.
and you got Tyler
Uh-oh.
Nubin and Holland. Yeah, I mean, as the starters. But then, yeah, I mean, right behind them, pause. Yeah, I mean, meaning that they don't have no room for error, these starters, because they got some bulls behind them. Like, look, man, you fuck up, I'm ready to take your job. And Jason Pennock and Darius Washington. So to me, man, the safety room is a very competitive room. Then you got Boo Brady, or however you want to pronounce his name. He a good special teams dude. Raheem Lane wasn't that bad last year neither. Then you got a dude named Elijah Campbell, who I don't know. But yeah, I mean, to me, those top four, man, they a strong four. You can call them the four horsemen right there. So I like that room, man. I like that group. I think for whatever one dude's weakness is, they got a dude that picks up on that. You know what I'm saying? That does, or that's another guy's strength. So love the room, man. I do. So how y'all feel about the safety room?
Go ahead, Coach.
I wish some way, somehow we could have finagled Caleb Downs, man. I'm gonna be so real with you. But look, Tyler Nubin, what is this, his third year? Right? So let's see what's good with that, man. Javon Holland, hopefully second year with the team, it'll be better. Even though I will say he made some plays last year. Jason Pennock, I don't know why we even let him go in the first place. He should have never left. Our Darius Washington, Shakes, you telling me there's something to look at with that young man? Pause. And
he came from
let's see what's
Pittsburgh,
up,
right?
man. Nah, he came from the Ravens.
Yeah, Baltimore.
You know what I mean? And he's a thumper. He be cracking dudes, bro. So that'll be fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, these guys over here at the bottom, bro. Maybe Elijah Campbell. I don't even know those guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Camp bodies.
I like the room too, man, and I agree with the brothers. The four at the top, and then they're at the last column. Your practice squad, or guys that you need for camp or whatever. But yeah, safety room is solid. I expect nothing but an improvement in Tyler Nubin, Javon Holland, come more in the form. New defensive coordinator, new scheme, new positions, new things to look at schematically. Who knows how these guys will turn out? You know what I mean? Everybody here that we're looking at has the potential to improve, especially that they're going away too for camp. So they're going to be super locked in.
Facts.
Defense looks strong. Just need one more defensive lineman, but that's a strong looking defense, man. Strong. All right, and then we got the special teams here, man. Who is this? Zach Triner as a long snapper. He's gonna be battling out with what was his name? Ben Man.
Ben, yeah, you got to say it separately. Ben Man. If you say
What?
Ben Man, if you say it quick as you're getting up and shake hands, Ben Man. You're like, huh? There's going to be a situation there every time.
What his name be?
It was
Ben
like, say that
Man.
again. Ben Man. Ben
Man? The Ben Man?
Ben Man.
You got to pause in between the first and
Yeah,
last name.
pause every time. Ben Man.
Benman or Ben Man? Okay, got you.
It's Ben Man.
Man.
Ben Man.
Yeah, man. And then we got arguably the best punter in the league in Jordan Stout. We got
I know they got him as the holder too.
yeah. He's a great holder, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a great holder. What do you mean? Shit. And you got the place kickers and Jason Sanders, Ben Sauls, and of course my guy Dominique Zavada ain't on the screen, but you know what I'm saying? We all know he there. Then you got some returners here in Ghana and Deontay Banks being the returners, so that ain't bad. And so yeah, that's the special teams here, man. How you feel about the special team?
LRP.
These are a slate of guys and that will be playing for the I'm just joking. Nah, hey man, put the ball right. What want me to say? There's a kicker right there.
Punt the ball right.
What can I say?
Ben Man, son.
That's where we at, man. I mean, shouts out to the special teams, bro. We wouldn't be anywhere without you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fact. But as far as the special teams, yeah, no, man. It's the third phase of the game. And Jordan Stout, is he up out of here? Not Stout, but rather Sanders. You think? With what's his name? Zavada.
Yeah, man. And that's what I spoke about earlier with LRP. I don't think you joined the show yet, but I was saying, yeah, man, it's a good thing if Zavada not ready, then you got a veteran and Jason Sanders. The only thing is, man, he hasn't played since his injury, so it's a little broken down. Jason Sanders is not the same Jason Sanders from before. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how he's gonna be post injury coming back because he ain't play all season last year. So I mean, we're gonna get a healthy Jason Sanders. Just how he gonna do, we gonna see. But yeah, I mean, if he's clutch and he holds off the rookie, then great. Yeah, I mean, just put the rookie get some rookie the time to, you know what I mean, tune his craft. Yeah, I mean, get coached up and learn under Harbaugh for a year. Then I'm pretty sure he'll take over. But if Zavada beats him out, man, hey, I don't know, man. He might be sitting there on that couch, on the couch for a minute, man. But we'll see. I like both kickers though. I know Black Freezy like Ben Saul, so we'll see.
Kickoff. Who can make 10 field goals in a row over 60 yards? Whoever wins gets a starting job.
Zavada
Don't listen to me on that though. I don't know.
Zavada might take that though.
Might mess up their foot for improper practices. Fine by the NFL. You can't do that.
Yeah, Zavada might win that, son. But yeah, man, that is the rookie draft class and the current updated depth chart right now as we speak. So it all looks good, man. I'm ready, man. Shit, man. I wish the fucking games was tomorrow, bro. I'm ready. I can't wait for a season, bro.
That's a fact. That
Um,
is a fact.
with that being said, let's go ahead and take some closing statements so we can get up out of here before we hit the 2-hour mark here.
Mm.
What you got for them, Ghost Dog?
Listen, man, I'm gonna keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. Make sure you run up and sub up. Hit subscribe for the tribe. If you appreciate the way we spit on this mic, smash the like. And you don't want to do all that because now that the draft is over and camp is going to be soon upon us, there's going to be things that we're going to be here live and direct, explaining, breaking down, and talking about. So you're going to want to be tapped and tuned in for all of that, especially when we get closer to this season. So, love chopping it up with y'all brothers as I always do. For me, this draft it might be one for the ages, man. It might be like a precursor for great things to come when we look back at it. You know what I'm saying? So, I always say around this time, man, the Big Blue Revolution will be televised. And salute to the Big Blue Ocean.
Ghost Dog.
Yes, sir.
LRP.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, appreciate everybody tuning in, chiming in. Make sure you leave a like. And just like the brother said, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Double back earlier if you missed the Shakedown Shenanigans this morning. Double back and listen to it. Please put down your phones. And, man, Ray J doing interviews is classic television. That is Sir Smoke a lot. How do you start an interview off on your phone and then you end up behind the chair of the person interviewing you? That shit is hilarious, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on, and I'm not sure the interviewer never know what's going on. But they're along for his ride, bro. Man,
crazy.
Man, this shit is hilarious, bro. I talked about it this morning. He's definitely the shenanigan of the week. He always up to shenanigans, bro. I tell you, keep me employed. Keep me employed, please. But yeah, man, go check that out. Check out the Black Book when Freezy drop. Man, check out Ghost Big Talk. Definitely check out This Is on Giants. That's on Giants. And then the Shakedown 2.0, man. So try to keep everything funky and fresh for you. But
always for the people them.
Yeah. Salute. Y'all have a good one. Last report.
LRP. Alright. As for me, man, it's another great That's on Giants in the book. Episode 18. Appreciate y'all joining us, listening in, tuning in. For those that was listening on Twitter, if you can please be kind and go over to YouTube and go to our channels, whether it's the Shakedown 2.0 or SME, that's S.M.E. There you go. But or SME 2026, whatever. Type either one in. It's going to pull up. Yeah, man.
Find me, motherfucker.
You feel me?
Find me,
bro. Shakes Montana.
Do the legwork.
Google me, motherfucker. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Google me. You know what I mean? But nah, man. Thank y'all, man. And y'all just come over and leave a like and make sure that y'all subscribe to all our channels, man. And it's for the New York Giants. Man, everything that I knew growing up was physical as far as Giants football. Physical run game, physical offensive line, physical defense. And when we started to win again, it was the same thing. Physical run game, physical offensive line, physical defense. We got 2 more bowls out of that. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like that's the formula. I don't know why we get away from it. I don't know who talks somebody into the things we talk them into. But let's stick with what we know was the mantra. It's hard-nosed football, hard-nosed running the football, hard-nosed offensive lineman, and hard-nosed defense. It's what Giant football is. That is Harbaugh
You a smart
football,
motherfucker.
but
That's
it's
right.
also New York Giants football. So let's not get off of it anymore. Let's stick to that. Let's stick to the script.
And you
Can we
know
do that?
this, man.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. And let's win some more Super Bowls here, and let's be the best organization in the NFL. I'm talking crazy this year, man. Like I said, I don't know if I said it in this episode, but I'm gonna say it again. I believe we are Super Bowl contenders. What? Oh my gosh! Did he just say that? Yes, yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I'm gonna explain why I said this, okay? Because to me, in my book, all right, if you are a solidified playoff team, if you are solidified, and I'm like, yo, that team is definitely a playoff team, it should be in the playoffs, you know what I mean? That means you are a team that should be going and got aspirations for a Super Bowl. You got a possibility. If you are solidified to go to the playoffs, then that means you have a possibility of going for a Super Bowl. Now, there's a difference between Super Bowl contenders and playoff contenders. Playoff contenders are guys that has a question about going to the playoffs, whether they're going to make it or not. I don't know. They could make it to the playoffs. They could not. But if you are solidified, and I'm like, you should definitely be one of those 7 teams in your conference, then to me, that is Super Bowl contender. Like I said, I even think the Cowboys right now are Super Bowl contenders because I believe that they are a playoff team already solidified, just like the Giants, and so they can go for the Super Bowl. The Eagles, I feel like it's going to take a step back. So to me, I believe that the Eagles are playoff contenders. You know what I'm saying? They're contending to go to the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. So now that y'all know my saying and what I mean by what I'm saying, again, the Giants are Super Bowl contenders. Okay? To me, they are a 10-win team. I think the ceiling is 11 wins. The floor is 8 wins. So I believe that we are a playoff team. I think we will get the 10 wins. 10 wins get you to the playoffs, and that means you're going and you're lobbying to win a Super Bowl. Not saying that you're going to get there, not saying that you're going to win it, but you are contending to get there. You're contending to be a Super Bowl or go to a Super Bowl. So that's why I say Giants are Super Bowl contenders. So is the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys is possibly going to win the division. But it's going to be a tough division.
That's all that noise.
I just gotta speak honestly. I gotta speak honestly, bro. I gotta speak honestly. And the reason why I said that is because their offense was already dynamic last year. Their defense was just doodle. Now you got a defense. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Downs and Malik Lawrence's and all these motherfuckers. Now they have a defense.
We'll
It's
see.
going to be scary.
We'll see.
It's going to be scary.
We'll see. I ain't worried.
So,
I ain't worried.
but you know what I mean? We're going to see how the season go. That's why I can't wait for the season. Because, you know what I mean? All the speculation is speculation. But once they get down and they play those games, man, it's a whole different story. All right? But, man, I can't wait, man. Physicality. That's what we're going to see. We're going to see hard-nosed football again, man. And I can't wait, man. So with that being said, shout outs to the crew. Shout outs to Black Freezy. Shout outs to Eat the Children from the Bronx. Shout outs to J-Rock. Shout outs to Same Difference. Shout outs to Miss Hangover. Shout outs to Ghost Dog. And shout outs to the producer of today's episode. The first time that somebody else has produced the episode for That's on Giants besides Ghost Dog.
Yes,
and
sir.
that is LRP. Shout outs to LRP. Excellent job.
Yeah, look
I
at my shit.
appreciate all the work that you
Yeah.
did today on today's job on today's show.
Encore.
Man, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. So now, you know what I mean? We got more producers in the building. You know what I mean? So we good, man. We gonna definitely
Like
gonna keep
Shaolin
on
style.
kicking y'all. Yeah, we gonna keep on kicking content to y'all now, man. We ain't got no excuses. Ain't no excuses now, right? You know what I mean? So we
So
gotta
we
stay
telling y'all to
consistent
sub
now.
up, man. That's why we tell y'all to
You know
run
what I'm
up and sub
saying?
up, man. So we
Man, we
telling y'all,
gotta
bro.
stay consistent. So we
We
gonna
ain't going
keep on
nowhere.
flooding y'all with
Don't
more
call it a
content
comeback.
and more content and more fire, more fire, more
Spit
fire.
hot fire.
You know what I'm
Uh-uh.
saying?
You understand? And the
So
roughest,
yeah, man,
toughest
y'all
Jamaican in America.
definitely need to like, comment, and subscribe. But
Right.
like we always say around this time, man, shout outs to my crew. Damn, I can't even say that no more because I used to say shout outs to the old crew, shout outs to the new crew. But shout outs to my crew and shout outs to you. Good night. Take us away,
Peace.
LRP.
You. Well, no. What did we say about that
You
song?
just hit the end. You just hit the end. That's all.
Oh, just hit the button.
Yeah, you just hit the button.
I'm over here. Hit the button, motherfucker.